Life is a continuous learning experience. Throughout our lives, we keep rising and falling, learning new experiences along the way. So on today's video, I'll be talking about the 27 things I've learned in my 27 years. The lessons are in 7 categories or subtopics, which are life in general, finances, goals, friends, work, disputes, and background. So let's get to the video. Before I start, if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining me today. Please make sure that you subscribe before you leave the channel. We're about to reach 300 subscribers. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for the support. Please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up before you leave. I've written my points on this notebook so that I don't forget what I want to say and so that I don't mix them up. Okay, so every time you see me looking down, I'm trying to read the points. Okay, so let's get to the points. Point number 1 is on life, just about life in general. So the first point is learn from past experience. Every time you are going through a certain situation, just make sure that you pick some lessons from that situation. Okay, life is a school. You are learning. You are always learning. You learn every day. Swati ati ofunza uze ufe. So please make sure that you learn every day. Learn from every situation. Learn from things that are happening to you or to other people, so that you can even avoid it to go through the same thing again in the future if it was a bad experience. So that is number 1. Number 2 is everyone in church is not a Christian. Everyone in prison is not a criminal. And everyone in your face is not your friend. Be careful who you trust with your business, okay? Don't say that since someone is going to church every Sunday, carrying the Bible, and you just jump to conclusion that they are Christians, and you tell them everything about your life. Those people will go around spreading things about you, laughing at you behind your back. So be careful who you trust, okay? Even people who have done things like maybe wrong things, or someone comes to you and tell you that so and so did something wrong, do not jump into conclusion and start hating on the person based on one side of the story. Learn about the whole story before you judge, okay? And just because someone is smiling at your face, that doesn't mean that person is your friend. Learn about people before you trust them about your life, okay? So those are the first 2 points on life in general. Life taught me those 2 things. The next points are on finances. Okay, so point number 3 is don't try to keep up with the Joneses. You know, this statement, we've heard it before. Don't try to keep up with rich people, right? Live within your means. Just because so and so is driving a certain car does not mean that you have to go and get a loan just to buy the same car to keep up with them. Just because so and so is buying new clothes every week, every day, that doesn't mean that you have to get credit cards and start buying things on credit. Don't get yourself in debt just because you're trying to fit in a certain class. Okay? Don't keep up with the Joneses. You don't want to be that person just because you're trying to keep up with people. I learned that. Okay. So that is point number 3. Point number 4 is do not follow every trend in fashion. There's this type of a dress or this type of skinny jeans and you want to get them. Just because a certain person has those, don't follow every trend, okay? Just buy what you can afford. Just buy what you are comfortable in. Don't embarrass yourself wearing things you are not comfortable in just because it is in. Everyone else is buying it. Don't follow every trend in fashion. That is number 4. Number 5 is you cannot solve all your family's financial problems, okay? You still have your own life to build. Don't be like, okay, since I'm working now, I have to do everything for my family. I have to do everything for my mom, for my dad. And you can't help yourself. Like you can't like build your own life because you're trying to solve every problem there is at your parental home. You're trying to solve all your siblings' problems. You also have to stand on your 2 feet, okay? So please. Point number 6 is your health is important. I know that you are trying to save up, who have like large savings, you are trying to get insurances, but your health comes first, okay? Try to get a medical cover. Cover your health. Make sure that you do check-ups, regular check-ups. You go there every now and then. They check both diabetes. They screen you for both cancer. All those things that are bad for you. Your health is very important. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, that is point number 6. Point number 7 is you need a side hustle. That is, you need to have like other forms of income besides your salary. Your salary is not enough. So just make sure that you find other ways of making money. Like if you can bake nice fat cakes and mafeti, you can sell those to your colleagues or to your friends at school. If you can buy like a bag of these small chips, just buy it and sell it. Have a side hustle. Okay. If you can braid people on weekends, braid people, that is another form of income. Ungabi ngcono to do it. Your salary alone is not enough. If you can bake cakes, just do that. If you can make acha, all those things, like find a side hustle. Find other means of making money. But please try not to do illegal things, like you are now selling drugs, you are selling dacha. Please don't put other people's lives in danger just so you can make money. You don't even have to go around sleeping with multiple men for money just because Slopsler said you should find another form of income. No, just do something that is legal, something you're not ashamed of. Find another way of making money. At Shaya 21 we call her for us teachers. Ube unaleknitendlo to make money. I hope that is clear. So that is all I had on finances. Now let's move on to goals. These are my goals. Like this is something I learned. These points are good for goals. What I need in life. So we're going on to point number 8. Number 8 is learn to help people without expecting something in return. Be kind to other people. Okay, it is okay to help a person. If someone needs something and you can help them, like with that thing, whatever it is, help them as long as it is legal. You can even help your worst enemy. You will still be who you are with your dignity and everything. Just help people. Okay. You are driving around, it is raining heavily, you see this person, good transport. Why don't you just give them a ride in your car? You can even take them to where they live if it is no trouble to you. Just helping someone, you don't have to go around spreading it to people that I've done this, I've done that. If you can like use up say hundreds emalangeni from your salary to buy something for a certain person, maybe it's a child, you are just buying them toiletry, do that. Leave the camera at home. There is no need for you to take pictures and share on Facebook that you have helped this person. Try to help people, okay? It is just a good thing. Help people and close your mouth. Right? Okay, that is number 8. Number 9 is still under goals. Be a person who is ambitious in life. Have dreams, okay? But be realistic. Don't be like, I want to I want to own a private jet someday and you are a teacher. Maybe it is possible, but that is just like a little bit far-stretched. Not unless you have other forms of income. Okay, be ambitious. Don't be this person who when they knock off from work, they just go out there and hang around with their friends. They go to the alcohol shops, wherever, bars, they drink, they come back, sleep, go to, like you are not ambitious. Be ambitious, okay? Have goals. Work on things. Tell yourself that at this age I want to have this. At this age I want to have that. Be ambitious, okay? Impilo ingakushiyi nje uthi uzovula emehlo at 50 years you don't have a home. Like seriously, why? Uvula emehlo at 40, everyone you were in class with at varsity or college have been promoted, and there you are still at the same working desk you were when you got hired at 22 years old or at 23 years old. Be ambitious. And point 10 is make every moment of your life count. Okay, live life to the fullest. Enjoy life. Okay, have fun. Don't be too serious. Have fun. It is okay to have fun every now and again. Like have your kind of fun, not other people's kind of fun. Okay, personally I don't like loud places, crowded places, loud music, a lot of people drinking. Like I don't like those places. I cannot go to clubs or to parties. That is not my kind of fun, and I understand that a lot of people like that kind of fun. My kind of fun involves quiet places or road trips. So it is okay to have fun every now and then. So please make sure that you do enjoy life. Okay. Number 11 is you need a role model in life. You need to have a person you look up to, a person who inspires you. Like maybe they inspire you because maybe they are good parents and you're looking at them and like, I want to be that kind of a parent when I have my own kids. Or they are good wives or they are good husbands and you'll be like, when I marry, I want to be like Lomage lawyer. Like she inspires me. Maybe she respects her husband. She respects her in-laws. Like her home is quiet. Like she's a respectful woman. She's a God-fearing woman. Like you do have a model or a role model. And maybe if you want to be a Christian, look up to a certain person who is a good Christian. They are trying really hard to be good. And you'll be like, okay, maybe Jesus, when he looks at them, he'll be like, I'm proud of that child of mine. Do find someone you can look up to. Okay, ungahumi nje ethi ubona someone esonfeni nawe uva ngazuthi ya uyakholwa lo makelo yami. Next thing lo makelo yomkhanza sohlebala abanye abantu. Noma next thing lo makelo yasoyakujaja ke vana uthi wendeni. Chamke someone afike kwamtshela igarbage ngawo. Next thing hlobisele that. And you thought they were Christians and now they're just doing stupid things right in front of your face. And you are now disappointed. What kind of a Christian is this person? Find role models. Good ones. Okay. So that is point number 11. Let's move on to the next category. So these next few lessons I learned under the category friends or the subtopic friends. From friends, this is what I learned. Okay. So point number 12 is, I just want to ask you this question. Have you ever heard the phrase that says you are the average of the 5 people you're hanging around with? The 5 people you're hanging around with, you are the average of those. Just add their lives and divide it with 5. That is your life. Or have you ever heard people saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future? Oh my God, that one gets me. Gets me a lot. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Lo mzuzu when your best friend is someone long as you ambitious. Which means now in future you are not ambitious. You have 5 friends. One drinks too much. The other one does not have a job. Another one, maybe they do illegal things. This one, maybe she works or he works, but they are bad at managing finances. And this one just doesn't care. Those are your friends. And my question is, when you are together, what do you talk about? Do you get inspired from them? Like, do you guys plan your future? Are you realistic in your friendship? Like, do you inspire one another, push one another to work really hard and achieve something? No, you have to choose your friends wisely. Okay. Listen, boy, you go gathering with your friends, ubuye motivated. I want to do this thing. I want to work hard. Be inspired by your friends, okay? Choose your friends wisely. Don't just hang around with people. Okay? So that is point number 12. Point number 13 is, you have to stay away from these friends who are rooting for you to do stupid things. If you are my friend and you are encouraging me to do something that will get me into trouble, what kind of a friend are you? Huh? You are inspired. You are rooting for me to insult someone, to beat up someone, to bunk classes, to break the law. You are my friend. You are busy telling me, "Hayi ke shona vela uphili kahle wena. Usilima wena mngani wami wena. Ekwehlanya lokho." And I'm like, yeah, vele mni. Like in a friendship, when I'm in trouble, so spins isikhala sobabili if you're a true friend or if you're a fake friend. So hambe yongihleba kubantu yena vele bekendana. Hamdzala kangaka. What kind of a friend are you if you are rooting for me, if you're encouraging me to do something stupid? And then I'm going I go on and do something that will get me into trouble just because it's nebangani. We're fooling around. No. Choose your friends wisely, please. Stay away from a friend who'll be like, hey, usilima, when I'm gonna win. No. Number 4 is, Stay away from these friends who be suggesting other ways of getting money, ways that involve entertaining, like maybe guys, a lot of guys, no, or all the guys. Emngani unemali babe loya, or emngani unemali umshida loya lo hamba ngepholo bani bani. Uyakufaka khona ufaka ngazuthi hlakanipha, just go in there, get money so that you can like have drinks Friday or Saturday. Oh phela entertain that guy khona tosifolela emathikithi akubushfire. So now you end up doing these things like umosha reputation yakho. You are becoming this kind of a girl just because your friend or your friends suggested ukuthi wende lokuya nalokuya. But 15 is based on doing things you are not ready to do just because your friends are doing them. Have you ever been asked the question, awudali ngani? Awudali ngani ngoba abantwana yabathanza? Awudali ngani ngoba umfana roommate wakho uyamthanza? Hey, I do love kids. I am good with kids. Kids love me. But that doesn't mean that I have to have a child when I'm not ready. I have goals, okay? I have plans. I know when I want to have a child. I cannot have a child just because my friend's baby boy is cute or my friend's baby girl is cute. I cannot have a child just because everyone my age is having a child. I will do things at my own pace, at my right time. Right? So I am not like, I've learned that I shouldn't make decisions just because everyone else is doing this thing or that thing. I am my own person. I do things my way. Me, said I do things my way. Point number 16 is, this one is based solely on social media, but it can also work in real life. You know, in life, we have to be grateful about the things we have, about the things we get. Personally, I don't really like my profession. I know, it's bad. I don't like being a teacher. Like, I didn't even want to be a teacher when I grew up. Just found myself applying for education. My first choice was BCom, and then my second choice was teaching. And I didn't get to the BCom group or class because of points and what, I don't know what I mean. But maybe my points were not good enough to get me to the BCom class. So I was admitted for teaching. That is how I ended up teaching. I do have a job. Thank God he gave me a job. Some people don't have jobs. I do have a job and it pays. Fine, it's not that much, but it pays. I can live on the salary. So I have to be happy with the life I'm living right now. And on social media, you'll find people living a certain type of life, like they are rich, maybe they have all the things I want, and when I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I can have all those things. And then I'll feel down after looking at those things they have. Like, they are showing their houses, they are showing their cars, they are showing their perfect lives, okay? And I'm just envious and be like, oh my God, I wish I can get that. And then be grateful of what I have right now. Okay, and then I'll feel bad about myself. So I have decided that anyone who makes me feel bad about what I have right now, who makes me feel like I don't work hard enough, even when I know that I am working hard. So it's not jealousy, but I don't want people who make me feel like I'm not good enough. So if we are too perfect for me on social media, I unfollow you so that I don't like judge myself, so that I don't criticize myself. Just remove all those people who are doing far better than you and they make you feel better about yourself. Remove them so that you can enjoy your life where you are, so that you can thank God kahle about the things like Negetadona, so that you can be grateful about what you have kahle here. Stop comparing yourself to those people out there, because some of them, they have these nice things and we don't know how they got them. Maybe it's back to point number 14 where they do certain things, they smile with certain guys to get money, and there I am with a good job, it's clean job, and I feel like I'm not working hard enough. Ingani bani yena sothenge 7 wetimoto mna selongayi imoto. And then I'm grateful because I have this car. God gave me this car. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm removing people who are making me feel bad about my life. It's something I have learned in life. Ndokhona khamba kahle ngale yami pace. Ngibe ambitious kule sector lengiyo or kule class lengiyo. Do you understand? So that is point number 16. Maybe this one is just for me. It's what I've learned in life. Point number 17 is a friend who gossips about people to you is doing the same thing about you when he's with other people or when she's with other people. And I know this from experience. Anyways, well, everything in this list is something I have experienced in my life. A person who says bad things about people, I know we love gossiping. When a person comes over and be like, young phone they are saying all those things about people, they are gossiping. And we are busy laughing. How does this lawyer I know this from experience. The person who was coming to me telling me that certain girls like are falling for him, they want him, they are sleeping with him, he was saying the same thing about me to other people. And when I discovered, I was like, oh my God, so this guy was lying about the other girls. Because now this guy is saying that I want him. And I don't want him. I'm not interested to him in that way. Which means he was lying about the other girls. And all this time I was just laughing. I was just laughing and I was just being stupid. And now I know that every time a person gossips to me about people, that person is doing the same thing about me when he's away. That had taught me to stay away from gossipers. I don't want people to come to me and gossip. And thank God I have few friends. My friends, they don't gossip. Like maybe if we can say something about a person, we don't gossip. Like we don't gossip that much. We don't enjoy talking about people's like miserable lives or talking about bad things that have happened to people and we're laughing. We'll spend like an hour talking about a person laughing. Then and we were just talking bad things about those people. I don't want to be that person anymore. I have learned this lesson. That's it. And now I'm happy with the life I'm living. Point number 7. That was point number 17. Point number 18 is pay attention to the things you do just so you can be part of a certain cycle or of a certain group. Okay. This one, I also learned this point the hard way. Anyways, it's just an advice to students, or if you get hired and you are just new at your job, pay attention to circles you'll find there. There are circles that are well established at workplace or at schools, in schools, with core members. Like they already have members, they are well established. And then these people lure you in to join their circle. Ask yourself why they are inviting you to join them. Know when you are being used. These people are most likely to use you for their own benefits. They will encourage you to do things that are wrong, to do things that are bad. Because when uyafika, but that you'll be doing like bad things because ube a member, ube part of them. And they'll be patting you on your shoulders. Hey, yabona wena. Come up when usungaphola wena. Like yathi bencane wenyanya ngiyakuthanza nyalo. Ikuhlakaniphile lokho. And you'll be busy doing all those things that are bad. You'll be like fighting maybe with your bosses or with your bosses or with your teachers at school. You'll be a bad person, a bad student just because you are trying to fit into a certain circle. Stay away from circles. They are just bad. Why? Why is phela ngabomgroshana? Sasingama groups lapha. And in a group, you cannot even be your own person. You cannot even stand up and say, mina ehlobisile angihambisani nalokho. Angikwendi lokho. Akusimpilo yami. Like my principles am akangivumeli ngende lokho. If in this group when do I so, if in this group vele thini asiva thina singama hooligans, like siva ngazuthi nje yasikhokho thina siyalaya nalo gama lisebenta kakhulu, siyalaya sina kumlaya loya, sitamlaya loya. And they are doing all these things, always scheming. When you are together, you're always scheming. You're always talking about people. How are we going to get to this person? They tell lies. They make you hate people. who have done nothing wrong. They just hating on these people and then come my plan. I seem like so. And now we're losing your integrity in the process. So when the corruption, let's say they say kupambana nenkolo yakho, you are this Christian, siyakwetemba uthi uyakholwa, ungumakelo kholwa kona mongibabelo kholwa ko sitakuwe for advices, but you are now doing all these bad things because you are in this circle. And kule circle yona kwenziwa so kunema members akhona in these circles plus I2 ama members noma I3 una ringleader anendile nikufunako kungakasho lo muntu lwana nede nvaleni. I thought these things betigcine primary nase high school ikhona kuma tertiary college utokukhanza lokhu ukukhanza euniversity utokukhanza emsebentini ukukhanza emangweni usiyafika uyokhonta endzaweni we are a new community member bagenze bagolana uthi ufika babe nice baba too nice to you uzove ngathi la bantu laba bayaphila laba kanti hey usata uyuzwa ke wena nisatake nibalaye bani funa nivuke ekseni nivuka neplan ukuthi sitawulaya bani. Stay away from such cycles please. Your integrity is important. Okay, yiba ngumuntu lone ma morals la right. What business do you have which as a young person you are friends with bantu lasebayopenshelwa? They are busy encouraging you to do bad things. And then I was at ukuthi kisha lo mfulona ukulesigaba lesi at this age leni. Awusathi ukuthi kisha vele lokuhlala ayilaya abantu fena wahlala funa kulaya abantu wafuna kuhlala funa kulaya abantu yini labantu yini lengaka labayindile kuyi why abene ma problems abantu labangaka le problem ikula bantu bonke labashoko noma ila kuyi enobhizo nokishema lamva kwakhe. Please, I've learned this lesson. I hope you learn it too. The point is, I have learned that your worst enemy is in your circle. You may have other enemies, like you'll be thinking that your worst enemy is that person or that person. Your worst enemy is in your circle. In your circle, there are people who hate you so much that they will do whatever it takes to backstab you, to get you off your game. You'll be out there blaming people. Because of this person, because of that person. This person did this to me, this person did that to me. And you don't even have proof. Your worst enemies or your worst enemy is in your circle. Uhamba nawela. Ukishima nawela. And they just know how to backstab you. And they know how to cover up. Because they know how you think. They know that you are always a victim when. And they help to point away from them until they get you down. Uyothi so phansi mbambo uthi uyakhala kibo bone bakubuka bahleka. Your worst enemy is in your circle. Okay, or maybe you are even your worst enemy yourself nje. You are your worst enemy. Ubhizi ukhomba le naleni buka labangani bakho asokubuke labangani bakho. That's one lesson I've learned ukuthi asangibuke labangani bami. And I've mentioned on the second point ukuthi not everyone who smile at you is your friend. Now I know this. And I thank God ukuthi lokho ngikwadi at this age. Imagine if ngidiscover lokho at 50. Because all along I've known this person for 23 years, maybe for 25 years. And this person have been backstabbing me all this time. Nase ngibuyile emuva. I don't know sebakukhobile abantu sobuye ubukele emuva. But naloko ethi bengiko. Naloko bengu ubala abo 20 years ago. Kathi akucala lona. Ubhizi uhleka naye here. Know your friends. Asakubuke nje circle yakho. Ukuhlale password bani umuntu. Unje uyibuka impilo yakho. Niyangivana ibonini. Ukuyibuka impilo yakho. Let's learn every day. Look at your friends and do nje ubana. Bafunze kahle hle. So now let's move on to the next category, which is disputes. Oh my God, this category, guys. I have been in a lot of disputes in my life lately. 2018, 2019, those 2 years, they've taught me a lot. They've taught me a lot. 2018, I have been accused of doing certain things. I have been bullied at work. 2019, still being bullied and I've been attacked. So I've learned a lot of lessons in those 2 years. So okay, under dispute we have point 20. Point 20 is, before you play victim, because this one person sounds like blame a victim. Before you play victim, ask yourself, how did I contribute to this mess I am in? When noma ngabe lo munye umuntu maybe yena ufake 99%, wena nawe khona lo 1% lo mfakile. Find out ukuthi okay, ngithi ungisukele. But mina, what did I do? What did I do? Ngendeni? What did I contribute to this whole mess I'm in? Okay. What did I do wrong? As a human being, what did I do wrong? Ufonze utokhona kulungisa ama mistakes akho. Utabela ukuthi unabantu baqala, abantu bakuphoqa. Kanti inkinga nguwe. Understand ngami? Stay away from playing victim. Stay away from playing victim. Dibuke wena, buka lempilo yakho ukuthi wendeni. Understand ngami? So that is point number 20. Point number 21 is choose your battles. Learn to choose your battles. My daughter, I've learned this one. I've learned this the hard way. The hard way. Ngize kuvela nje emaphepheni kuprintwe emanga ngami ngize ngomisa nje umcomvo ema-codes etinkantolo. Why inga-choose my battles? Why ngifune ku-arguisha with a person lo titshelile ngami? You know, some people they'll be prepared to mess up with you. They'll be prepared to get under your skin. And you even tell that, okay, this person have been practicing. Like maybe they stand in front of a mirror and argue pretending that you are the other person. They have been practicing for years, for months. They are just ready to make a fool out of you. They are ready to embarrass you in front of people. But they've been spreading lies about you. And now they are just trying to make everyone think that you're psycho. So why am I trying to argue with this person? You know, I've learned that I should be able to see a psycho from miles away. That's okay, this person is a psychopath and I'm not going to entertain them. This person is just not worth my time. And if I have learned these points years before 2019, I wouldn't even have been to court, to the newspaper, to the school's manager, going through all those stressful stages, processes, meeting all these people that are stressful, that were stressing me. Why can't I choose my battles? You know, some people are just not even worth your attention, because the moment you give them the attention they want, then they feel like, yeah, Babo Van Dambon, yeah, by a liar. That's the word they use, by a liar. And paying attention to them, trying to argue with them, satisfies them because they want to get under your skin. Learn to choose your battles. Ignore people who are trying really hard to piss you off. Just ignore them, okay? Now let's go to point number 22. Number 22 is based on things that have been said about me. You'd find that there are people who are just gossiping about me. They go around saying bad things about me, telling lies about me, saying bad things about me. They can even say those things to my face. They are police. They will say those things to your face. Or they'll go around saying all those things maybe to your boyfriend or to your boyfriend's friends, making you a psycho or a bad person. And you'll be like, oh my God, what is wrong with these people? Or what is wrong with this person? What have I done to them? Did I step on their toes at some point in my life? I've learned to just leave these people alone. I shouldn't feel bad about myself. I shouldn't blame myself for who they are. They are just troubled. Okay, there is something wrong with them. It's their issue. They will see how they can sort that out. I just have to move on with my life and stop feeling bad. Because yathi mina abantu batakustressa. Yatakustress umuntu. Ngoba somvuloni uvukela wena. Ongemalanga uvukela wena. Japlane usiyabona ke namhla hlobisile. Ngiyomthola kahle. And if hlobisila ngaplan, you'll be trying to fight back. And this person is always 10 steps ahead. The psycho. Number 23 is, in a dispute, the person who goes around playing victim, getting sympathy from everyone, is usually the one who's wrong. And I've seen this. It's another lesson I've learned. Now I will stop blaming people or hearing one side of the story and just make a conclusion from there. The person who goes around talking, they are trying to get sympathy. They are the ones and one professor at Luyang was umuntu lo toda ku akhuluma heftela And we laughed when he said that. But now, at my age, I've seen it. A person will just do something wrong. Abe wrong bamba phela. And then so by victim so kucula things about banfu. And welcome for sofana be like how shame lo ban. Bamendan lo ban. And that draws people away from what he or she had done. And now people are feeling sorry for this person. They are playing victim. Ekulen wami, I will stop. I will stop feeling sorry for a person until I hear all the sides of the story. Ngingagijimi ngenyenye bantu just because someone came to me and said, then now I'm hating on this person. I didn't hear the other side of the story. No, people, let us is cooling, man. This is cooling. Anyways, the next category is work. I have also learned I have a job. You all know by now I'm a teacher. From work, there are lessons I have learned. Okay, so that takes us to point number 24. Point number 24 is I have learned to be careful about what I do to get fans or to be part of certain circles. Be careful about what you do to make people love you. Got this one from work. Don't try to fit in like so le group leno vanga zotsina bofuna like bakwemukele nabofuna bakwemukele, or you're going to the sect, you want them to welcome, you want to fit in. Be careful what you do to get there, because you may end up like doing bad things ngoba uvanga zothi vele kule circle yena kwendiwa so nami I have to do this. And I have said this similar points like this one before. Like I don't want to try really hard to fit into a certain circle. If tinene mon for at work is siphilelana because maybe vele kumele siphilelane. Ayikuthi mina sengishintsha lendlela lengiyo, lendlela ngicabanga ngayo. Sengishintsha ema values ami, sengishintsha what I want because I'm trying ukuthi ngingene nayo mfuna ngoya. If no one is going to get me at work, then no one is going to get me at work. Like I don't have to do things that ngasi go proud of. Number 25 is I have learned to respect my job. This job is important because it is bringing money. It is bringing money into your life. Like you are able to put food on your table. You are able to feed your family, to feed your children, to do everything for them. Your job is important. Yet you can easily lose your job. You can lose your job. I have learned to adhere to the code of conduct of my job. Okay, I shouldn't defy these roles, like my organization's roles. I shouldn't defy them. If I'm not supposed to do this, angeke ngikwende. Khona ngatotsi phela nasengisenkingeni sivangazo sini. Sabuze ngivictim. Respect your job. Respect your job, please. How hard is it nje ukuthi uhloniphe umsebenzi wakho? Nabasemsendini kungena ngona sikhathi nasi try phela yebo kuna sibani for try. Ngathi lokho kwendiwa. Some people do get away with things, but see, what if when I say kwakhi example ngawe? I have decided because I'm going to respect my job ebonini. I have to respect my job. Ngiyekele nje ukuthi sengiyalo emsendini lo vele ndakubekisa ngami. Sesicabene nemfemsebentini. Sesikophe ke singo sethi ngimdzala ngaka. I'm now going to your working station to attack you. Ngicela sitawuhamba kanjani la msebentini? Next thing sekufuna gijime bantu ke sekucelwa loya naloya. Cela uyongicosela. Like why can't you think? Bonga kungibele lapha egedeni. You know where my home is, angithi uyangiresearch. You know where my home is. Bonge kuhambe uyongimela le mathangeni. If vele uva ngazo zabana into badala la ngifuna uyitrap. Respect your job. Yabona ipoint leli I learned it that day. Because I have to respect my job. Yabona yethu umsebenzi ungawuluza. Now you have forced it to go to this person you hate. You have shown that you really hate this person with every inch of your soul. But since now you are afraid that you are going to lose your job, you have to go to them and try to apologize and you are just doing this because Respect your job. There is nothing worse than trying to be nice to the person you hate. I know this. I cannot be nice to a person I don't like, a person I despise. If I don't like you, please stay away from me. You are not A. I don't need you to live. Okay? I don't pay your salary. You don't pay mine. Right? People, respect your jobs. Akuliwe emsebentini. Ungawenda konke akuliwe emsebentini. Nor unless ekhaya kini ningile ngaya le mali. You don't need a job. Of which vele wendani kila msebentini at the first place because people are rich hambe ekhaya. Right? 25. 26 is I have decided to be a professional. My colleagues are my colleagues. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't want my colleagues to be my enemies, right? And I'm not trying hard to make my colleagues my friends. They are just my colleagues. I am happy if we are able to talk about work. I should be able to come to you maybe and ask how when period banyalo. You know, we are colleagues. Period banyalo. How ngomba le choke isenkhohle choke enang eklasini. Maybe saphamba namakhondo wa going to class. Ngomba choke noma ngomba le choke. Oh, ngiyangconcotha. Ngicela na student nurse. We are colleagues, we are working. In any test week, we are talking about, we should be able to talk about work. If I can do that with my colleagues and we are strictly professional, then I'll be very happy with my life. I hate that because now it means this colleague of mine is no longer a colleague of mine. They are my enemies. I don't need enemies at work. I just need colleagues. Right? And I've learned this lesson because akuhambi kahle. Akuhambi nje kahle ukuthi emsebentini kunebantu lengasabukani nabo like mbamba phela. I don't like it as much as ngivanga ukuthi hayi ina phela nga-abuse kalani. If you are watching this, try to be a professional. You should be able to talk with everyone at work. Konke nje kube right. And I have to work on that one too myself. Maybe lokunye vele sokonakala mbamba ngisakhona kukulungisa, but laba khona, they just have to be my colleagues, and I love the relationship we have. It has to be work related. It's strictly work related. Okay, that is point number 26. The last point is point number 27, which is under the category background. So on point 27, well, in life I've learned that I have to know my background and be proud of it, okay? I am the person I am because of my background. If I didn't have this background, I wouldn't be where I am. Maybe if I was born in a rich family, I would have been spoiled and I wouldn't be here, maybe. Maybe the worst could have happened. Or if I was worse than where I came from, maybe other things could have happened. These clubs that you see, I am this person because of my background, of who raised me. I shouldn't be ashamed of who raised me. And in this piece I'm talking about, I have received a WhatsApp message saying that you come from a poor background, your parents are not educated, all those things. Like, it means people think I am ashamed of my background, and it means I've done something wrong in life if people think that I am trying to be a person I am not. If people think that I'm rich, no. My background is my background. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not even trying to hide it. It is not my fault that you assumed something. Okay? I am who I am because of who raised me. I shouldn't be ashamed of that. And I shouldn't hide. If people think that I'm hiding my background, then it means I've been doing something wrong. I am happy about my life. Okay? So I've learned to always appreciate where I come from. So these are all the points I have. There are many more lessons that we cannot learn until we encounter certain situations in life. As you can see from the points I've given you, I keep on referring to disputes, to friends, to work, because I have encountered a lot of situations that have taught me these lessons. Okay, so please make sure that as a human being, you learn every day. Life is a journey. Life is a school. Learn in every situation you encounter, or learn from other people's situation, from other people's mistakes. Okay, you cannot evolve as a person if you don't mess up yourself. If you mess up, it's okay. Just make sure that you learn from that. Otherwise, this makes it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that the video is too long. I was just telling you 27 things I've learned in 27 years. I'm 27 years old, and in November I'm turning 28, and I'm grateful for all these lessons. I hope you learn from them too, okay? I hope you learn from my lessons. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Please all make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, and you join me next week for another video on a Sunday. I love you so much, guys. Bye.